Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another video. First of all, Amazon and HK is coming in clutch this morning. This has been on my doorstep in an Amazon box since 8 a.m. So Amazon Prime for the win, and I checked that with this 1.5 M20 adapter, it definitely does thread into the filter, so it's going to work with our oil cooler setup. Now, I got up at about 9, a little bit late. My body's really sore and stuff from just working on the car non-stop and lack of sleep because I've been just, working non-stop on the car, as you guys have seen. Anyways, so slept in a little bit, then I did a whole bunch of accounting work this morning. BAS and taxes due in Australia for Australian businesses. So every quarter you have to do that, and did all that this morning. Whole bunch of accounting work, stuff you don't want to hear about. Anyways, it's now time to get back onto the 33.4. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day working on this, getting it ready for the tune tomorrow. First thing I want to work on is actually the oil cooler setup. There's a whole bunch of extra AN line there that I just don't need. And instead of it coiled up, sitting in my engine bay looking gross and disgusting, I'm going to try and clean up and cut them short and to the correct lengths and then put the fittings back on. I've never done AN lines before. I'm sure this is going to be fun. I don't have a vise either, so this is going to be extra fun. So it's probably going to be very time consuming. But then once I get that all tidied up and set up, we're going to do the radiator, we're going to do all the fuel stuff, plug in the link ECU and the sensors, and we're good to go, I think. Okay, so finished mounting the oil cooler kit. Here's all the extra AN line I was able to remove. Really glad that that's not like just rolled up in my engine bay now. The fittings were actually a lot easier to do than I was expecting. The only thing is I don't have the special AN spanners, so I scratched them up a fair bit. You can't really tell unless you get up really close. But that's okay, I don't mind. Main thing is it looks nice and neat. There's no extra hose anywhere, and it just kind of connects to the block, the filter block, then comes out here to the cooler. Mounted the cooler here so that it's not causing any heat soak issues between my radiator and intercooler, so that'll be good. And what else? Time for the radiator. So this is a no brand triple core Skyline radiator that you get off Yahoo Auctions here. I'm pretty sure it's made in China. I think there's no doubt about that. The thing cost me like $180, but it's 3 cores. It holds like 6 to 8 liters of water or something. So going from this factory single core tiny radiator, that's going to be a huge upgrade and help bring my temperatures down as well with that oil cooler kit. So regardless, it's going to help. In the future, at some point, I do want to get the really nice HPI brand one, because that one's just renowned for having really good temps. But anyways, so what I need to do now is remove this, all the factory shroud and the factory radiator fan. Need to pull all of that out, and I've also got new silicone hoses for this as well. Pulling all of that off, and then we're going to mount the shroud to the new radiator, slide that in with the fan, bolt it all in, fill it up with the new silicone hoses, and then we'll be good. After that, then we've got fuel and ECU stuff to do. Alright, so old radiator and everything is out. Before I go and put it in, I wanted to show you guys the difference in thickness in these. So here's the factory one, here's the aftermarket one. So obviously you can tell which one's going to hold more water and probably be more efficient at cooling. Pretty crazy actually that this tiny skinny thing was keeping my car cool all that time. Anyways, we're going to put this new big one in now. One thing that you need to do is get these rubber mounts off the bottom, transfer them onto the new one, and we'll obviously get the fan shroud on here as well. So we'll go and do that now, get it all ready. Okay, so we've hit a big snag. The radiator kind of went in okay. It's a bit of a tight fit, but then I noticed how high this sits, and I'm like, geez, is the bonnet gonna clear? Is the hood gonna be able to close? And it doesn't. I even took off all like the heat shielding stuff that was on there that the previous owner put on, because it was just frustrating me and annoying me because it looks so gross. But yeah, the hood definitely won't close. This sits too high. I checked the bottom of it. This won't go down any further. It is flush hitting the bottom part of the chassis there, so it won't go down any further, and I can't remove anything there to make it go down further. So I'm lost. I mean, this isn't for, like, this isn't because I have a 34 front, because this was listed as fitting 33s and 34s the same. So I have no idea. But anyways, I mean, these crappy things happen, right? So I'll pull that out. We'll put the factory one back in. Luckily, that's still good. Hopefully the oil cooler that I added will help keep temps down. But then, yeah, I'll just have to save up and we'll buy a Greddy or a HPI one. So anyways, for now, we're going to pull this out, get the new silicone hoses on, put the factory one back in. Man, I hate it when parts don't fit. Alright, so radiator's back in, filled up, got the new silicone hoses on. Man, that was a pain in the butt to have to redo all of that, but such is life. So now I'm going to jump straight into the fuel injectors and probably the fuel regulator. What I need to do is take the throttle body off to be able to get access to all of the injectors down in there. It is easier, I guess, if you take the top part of the intake manifold off, but that's a real big pain in the ass to get that off. And so I'm going to try and get them out without having to do that, which is just remove the throttle body and all of that. So we're going to try doing that now. And hopefully we get them all done in like the next hour or so, because we need to start smashing this out if we want to be able to get everything done before nightfall. So I'm going to throw you guys back in the time lapse, and I'm going to start disassembling all of that to get the injectors out and swap them in with the new ones. Okay, so obviously it's gotten dark now, but we did get the injectors installed, plus the Tomei fuel pressure regulator. So I powered up the ignition and everything, let the fuel pump turn on to pressurize the system to check for any leaks. Nothing's leaking, so that's perfect. We're good there. It sucks though, I didn't have enough time to put in the fuel pump. So we'll do that tomorrow, as well as the intake piping. I have everything here to kind of get that situated and sorted out. The only thing is the boost compressor side that connects to the factory piping. I think I need another piece of 2.5 inch piping for that, but we will probably get Denny to make that at his workshop. So I'm going to call Denny tonight. I'm going to talk to him on the phone, see if we can still get the car picked up tomorrow morning on the tow truck, and see if we can, I'll take everything with me and finish up putting everything together and whatnot there, and we'll make up that piping and then tune the car tomorrow. If not, what we can do is I'll finish it here tomorrow and then we'll tune it on Wednesday. But either way, I'll call him tonight, I'll talk to him, and you guys will find out tomorrow in the next vlog. So right now I'm going to pack everything up as per usual. Another night done working on the 33.4, and then I'll see you guys inside. Alright guys, so once again I'm here and I just jumped out of the shower. I even managed to cut off my poor attempt at facial hair, which it was just me being lazy for the last few days. But all that aside, I did get off the phone with Denny from SDF. We are all good for the tune on Wednesday, not tomorrow. And the reason for that is because they forgot that they were going to a track day tomorrow. So That works out good for my favor because I still get another whole day now to put the fuel pump in and get the link ECU all sorted out. So I'm actually kind of happy about that, I guess, because now I'm not so stressed that I'm not going to make the tune tomorrow when it's actually now going to happen at 12 p.m. on Wednesday. So he's going to come here in the tow truck. We're going to load up the car and then we're going to head there, throw it on the dyno, check everything over, and then do the tune. Now at this point, it's definitely fingers crossed, hoping everything goes well. You know how it is with cars sometimes. Things just go wrong and not as planned. So I'm really trying to make sure I've got everything ticked and all worked out. One quick thing on the intake piping from the compressor side. I've spoken to Denny. He's going to whip something up for me down at the shop as well, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to do the intake side that goes to the pod filter for now. But otherwise, everything else is good now. So once again, fingers crossed everything goes well. Anyways, guys, thanks heaps for watching. Make sure you smash all my social media down in the description. My PO box address is there if you want to send me any slap stickers to slap on the 33.4. You'll see them in videos. I'm still collecting a whole bunch of stuff that you guys are sending me to put in a mail time kind of video. So keep sending me more slap stickers and things like that. And I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao, mata ne.